Hey everyone! I'm sorry that this video has taken me ages. I said I was going to do a video a week, and basically, when you have a baby, everything goes out the window because you can't plan for anything as much as you try to because you don't know what one day is going to be from the next. Now, if you're following me on Instagram or Facebook, you'll see that we are doing loads and loads of activities recently. So, after the activities, we're either knackered or it's been a tough time, hasn't it, Bubba? So I have got him next to me. He's playing in his little play mat at the moment. So we'll see how long that lasts because the past few days has been awful. Yeah, like awful. Um, as I said, I'm gonna just be real with you all. I'm not here to like put anyone down. I'm not here to make anyone feel like they're not doing an amazing job because everyone is doing an amazing job. And I think sometimes on social media, when you see people's life, you think, oh my God, look at that woman, she's got her shit together. Like, yeah, she knows what she's doing, everything's in control, like her baby's like amazing and so good. Like, don't get me wrong, Theo is not a bad baby. I am really lucky in the sense that he is normally quite calm, he's normally quite chilled. So unless there's something wrong, we don't really have too many issues. But there's been something wrong. And when I tell you teething is no joke, teething is no joke. So Theo started teething, I think about 3 months or 2 months. Like, it was really, really early. And there's not a lot that you can give them when they're that young. So I'm here to tell you what worked for us, basically, because we tried absolutely everything. Now, there's a lot of people on my Facebook, especially, that swear by the amber bracelets that you can get. For us, it didn't really make a difference, and I was just getting so scared all the time that he had it on him because it looked like it was digging into the skin. Yeah. Yeah, it did, didn't it? He's talking to me. So it looked like it was digging into his skin, which apparently is the point. It's supposed to be like tight enough so it does like leave marks on their skin. But I just didn't feel comfortable with it. I didn't want to leave it on him and then leave him, even though he wasn't playing with his feet then. I just didn't feel comfortable with it. And when they're so young as well, you can't give them a lot of pain relief. So what we did find, we tried a few. So loads of people recommended the Teva granules, Teva gel, Ashton Parsons granules, Ashton Parsons gel. I don't actually know which ones you're supposed to use together or if you're not supposed to use any together. So I would seek medical advice before following what I'm going to say because I don't want to get in trouble for saying something wrong. But what we did and what worked for us is we gave the Ashton Parsons teething granules. You're only allowed to give half a teaspoon of that, or half a packet, which basically is half a teaspoon, twice a day. So you can do one in the morning, one in the evening. When they're over 6 months, you can then give one sachet in the morning, one sachet in the evening. But before that, you're only allowed to do half and half. So I was doing half and half of this. And then in between this, because this only numbed it felt for a short while. It did work, but it didn't help constantly. So I was using the gel in between. And whether that's supposed to be done or not, it's supposed to, it says on the back that you use every 4 hours up to 6 times a day. So I was using the Teva gel and the Ashton Parsons gel sometimes, depending on what we had to hand, with the granules. And what I did like about, I don't have it to hand, I think it's in the other room. What I did like about the Ashton Parsons one is it's got a little, yeah. You can hear him singing. I hope you can still hear me. But it's got like a little brush on the end of the tube. So you squeeze it out and then it's got a little brush that you can like brush it on their gums, which provides a little bit of relief for them. Along with Dad's finger. He loved chomping on Dad's finger. That's what we used in terms of medication. And when he was above 3 months, we could start introducing ibuprofen or Calpol even. And for us, we found the ibuprofen, the Nurofen for babies worked better than the Calpol, because I remember saying to Richard, I said, I don't know why we're giving him paracetamol, really, because if I was to have a toothache, I would be taking ibuprofen. I wouldn't be taking paracetamol. So surely that's what we should give our baby as well. And we found that worked better. Now, Calpol do their own version of ibuprofen, but as we all know, branded products are expensive. So we've just been using the Boots own brand, but I think loads of supermarkets do their own brand now. Obviously, check the back to make sure your baby's weighing over the certain requirements, to make sure they're over a certain age. But from 3 months to 6 months, they're allowed 2.5 mil. I literally have no clue what happened there. I was like talking away to myself, and then my phone just decided to stop filming. Yes, I know. So rude, isn't it? Just literally decided to stop filming on me. So I don't know where I stopped talking, but I'm going to carry on. Yeah, so that was the bibs that I used. Obviously, you can get bibs from anywhere, but these are the ones that we found was best for us. And then teething toys. Now, there are so many teething toys on the market. But if you're following me, again, you would have seen this toy. This is my favourite. Now, you can get them on Amazon, and you can get them in a variety of colours, variety of different animals. They all do the same thing. But basically, there is a bar in the middle here, which means that they can stick it on their hand and they can hold it easily. A lot of the ones I found were too big, especially when he was 3 months, 4 months, his hands were just too small to hold it. Whereas this one just sat on his hand perfectly. Yes, he dropped it. Yes, he threw it, but he held on to this one the most. And now if you look at it, it's got bumps all up his hand. It's got bumps all on here. It's got this bit on the top. So it's got loads of things that they can rub against their gums to stop the itchiness. And it was relatively cheap as well. So these ones totally recommend. In regards to teething, I am doing teething gift boxes if you want to get one for a new parent, or if you just want something which has everything in that you will need, let me know, because I have got them on my Little Froglets page. So this toy we found was amazing. We also quite like these, I don't know if it's Nubby or Nubi, I don't know how to pronounce this brand, but if you have a kid you would have heard of this brand. And we've got the keys. These are good because they've got like water or gel in the middle, so you can stick them in the freezer or fridge. Theo doesn't like it in the freezer, but he does really enjoy them in the fridge. They are really cold. But it's only this last month, and he's just turned 6 months, that he's been able to hold it properly. Before then, he couldn't really hold it. That being said, these like little white dots are all raised, and you'll find this on most kids' toys. So most baby toys I have a hook, so you can attach it to the pram. I'm guessing to that. Even the playmat he's using now has all the toys attached with the little hook. And I found out that he loves the hook, so I think it's because it's raised, it's got the bumps, so he normally just chews on that too. So if you've already got a toy and you don't want to buy more teething toys, just take off a hook from one of their toys they've got already, and that I think helps massage their gums. He also likes these sort of like silicone-y ones as well. He really likes these. Again, these are quite heavy, so at first he wasn't handling them well, but now he's turned 6 months. Yeah, you like this one. Do you want this one now? Yeah, he can really hold it, and he can really grab it on his teeth. And he's been stealing our remote all the time. Every time I turn around, he's like nose diving, and I'm like, what are you diving for? You've got toys. And then I realize it's because I've put the remote down or my phone down. So not last night, I think the night before, I went online and was like, this is it, enough is enough. Before all of these remotes break, I am going to get him a teething toy. So I got him this remote of his own, and he really likes this. He's been obsessed with this ever since because it's got loads of bumps and grooves, so he's proper liking chewing and rubbing it on. Where he's got 2 teeth that just cut through, yeah, this has been really good for us. And then the last thing I'm going to speak about, oh actually no, there's a couple of things I'm going to speak to, but the last really important thing that I'm going to speak about is this stuff, which is, I think it's back to front. I don't know how to change the way my camera faces, but this is called Anbesol. You can get it over the counter at Boots, Superdrug, most the chemists, they have it over the counter, and it's for babies or adults, and it's got lidocaine in it. So lidocaine is the numbing agent you will find in most things that you need numbing for. So anything for teeth, you'll find lidocaine in it, but they can't have it until they're over 5 months, I believe. I don't have the packet, but I'm sure it was 5 months because we've only just started using it. And this stuff is amazing. All the other stuff, the gels, the powder, if you rub it on your gums, you can feel slight numbing, but not much. But this stuff, you put it on and your mouth is numb. So you can tell it's doing the job. It's got a funny taste, so he pulls a face when I put it in. But the minute he has it, he feels great. So this is what we've been using, but again, you can only use this every 4 hours. So in between, sometimes I use the gel. Also, because he's weaning now, I am using cucumber because he likes that cold. Somebody suggested this morning watermelon too, so maybe give that a go if your baby's weaning. A lot of people have said to put muslin cloths in the freezer, like wet them and then put them in the freezer. I did that the other day. He doesn't like anything frozen, but of course, each baby's different, so give it a go for your baby. They might really like the relief of the cold muslin. I'm going to try it again today with some water. I'm just putting it in the fridge so it's not frozen. See how that does. He was really liking breast milk lollies as well, but he's sort of gone off the frozen thing, so I'm going to give that another go later. But yeah, I was doing frozen breast milk lollies, especially for the first few months because he couldn't take the good drugs. But yeah, it's really tough. Hang in there. Like for the past 48 hours, he has just non-stop screams. This is the first day he's been happy. And I don't know if that's because I've kept up with the paracetamol. Like I'm doing it not paracetamol, Nurofen. I'm doing it religiously, like every 4 hours. Whereas before I was like waiting, and they say that if you wait, the pain relief dies down, then you have to bring it like all the way out. Whereas if you keep it going, it just stops the pain constantly. So I don't know why he's different today. Could just be his teeth. Who knows? But whatever's happening is working for him. I don't know why my camera keeps cutting out. So if you're watching this back and I'm like skipping, it's because the camera keeps cutting out for some reason. I've never had a maximum recording time, but apparently it's maximum recording time now. Could possibly be because I've got over 10,000 pictures since he was born on my phone. Could be that. But yeah, I hope this video has helped. Anything that has helped you or your baby, please put it in the comments for other parents. Anything I've mentioned on this video, I will write down as well in the comments when I get 5 minutes. Oh, you've had enough now. And yeah, if you just need someone to talk to, my inbox is always open. Have a lovely day, whatever you're doing, and I will speak to you all later. Bye.